All right. What's up? It's your boy Dwell, a.k.a. Mr. J, aquí en la casa, coming at you sideways with another episode of Las Different Voices. Today in la casa, I got my boy Esco. Esco, right? Or what was it? Esco? Esto. Sorry, bro. It's just been a long time. Alex in the house. Let's just go with Alex. What's your full name, Alex?
Yeah. Alex M.
Alex M?
Yeah.
You don't have a last name or what?
Yeah. Well, my full name is Alejandro Medina.
Alejandro Medina?
Yeah,
you're a Medina? Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
my family's Medina. My daughter has Medina blood in her.
Yeah.
How you doing, bro?
What's up? Good, bro.
You doing good? Thank you for coming by, bro. Just try to speak a little bit louder on the mic, you know?
Yo.
Thank you for... how you feeling? You're not shy? Have you ever been on a podcast before, bro?
Nah, it's my first time on a podcast, bro.
Well, try to have some fun. Try to relax. You'll have a good time. It goes by fast. Just let loose like you're talking to a girl, bro. You know what I mean? Pretty much. That's what it is. Just have a good time. I know it could get a little nervous, but just have a good time with it. It'll go. I'm nervous too. I get nervous too all the time, but the difference between me is I'm practicing. You know, I practice every time, and every show I get a little bit more cool, I guess. Not too. People still tell me, hey, you need to loosen up, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill with it. I'm just gonna roll with it.
Yeah.
But
I feel you.
It's been a long time. You know, we used to hang out when we were younger. One of the last times that I saw you, bro, I think obviously not this recent time that I saw you.
Yeah.
Where was the last time I saw you? Was it a bank? Or where did I see you? I forgot. I saw you.
The last time I would say was probably somewhere on the east side.
No, recently though. Where did you?
Recently.
Was it at a bank?
Yeah, 7-Eleven.
Oh yeah, it was 7-Eleven on 17th Street. Yeah. I know that's the last time. But and that's where we reconnected because it's been a long time. And then the one of the last times, and obviously we're gonna talk about what you're doing, you know. But one of the last times that I saw you, and this is maybe I saw you more recent than that, or maybe, I don't know, maybe because I do forget a lot of things, bro. You know, a lot of partying, a lot of faces come and go, you know, and all that partying makes me forget certain faces too.
Yeah.
But the last time I think I saw you, bro, it was with the homie Brandon in Irvine in a ditch, right? I don't know if you remember that one. And I was yelling at Brandon. I was telling him, hey, wait for him, bro. Wait for him, bro. You're the one that brought him. Wait for him. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. You don't remember that, huh?
Nah, but I could picture that because I remember another time too when we were mobbing, and you were it was kind of a similar situation. You were like, hey, hold up.
Maybe it was that one, but I don't remember if it was it was like an underground riverbed. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you know what? I remember me and you too. We actually hit Ponderosa. Or no, it wasn't Ponderosa. You know where it was? Is Palmyra. It's right there on the park on New Hope and Hazard, right here up the street. Do you remember that ditch that they have that runs under the park?
I don't remember, bro.
No?
Like I said,
I
I forget a lot of things, bro. People remember a lot of things that I don't remember. But yeah, that was the last time you think you saw me? Or just like
the last time, either that or probably somewhere, maybe with Brandon
the east side,
or something.
over
there.
Yeah, maybe I saw you a couple times after that. I just don't remember, bro.
Yeah, same
like I
here.
said, people come and go. And then it's been a long time, bro. You know, we already grew up. I remember we were young, you know. I mean, you're not that much younger than me. You're just telling me you're 30 years old.
Yeah.
So you're not that much younger than me. And I was like, oh, you're a full grown man. I was thinking maybe you'd say, oh, I'm 26. But now you're not that much. I'm not that much older.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember back in the day, good times. I remember one time, bro, we were at the pool también. And I think you drank a lot of sake, not knowing what it was, bro. That was one of the times, too, that I was faded. And I remember you just passed out drinking sake at the pool. It was me, you, and Brandon. I think it was, I don't know, remember. Menace, Jason, Arsenal. You remember him, right?
Jason.
The tall guy. He used to hang out with me and Brandon a lot. He was from the UK, you know, but.
I don't remember, bro.
Cause I remember the pool. I think he was there, bro. Cause me and him were cracking up.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I remember my boy Yassine. He would always be kicking. So you remember my Middle Eastern homie that stayed right there? He'd skate around.
I don't remember him, bro.
No,
I don't think I met him. I think Brandon would talk about him, but I didn't meet him.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was one of the last
Man,
times.
so that was it right there, huh? I was knocked out.
Yeah. I remember that, bro. I don't even remember what happened after. But it was just some good old times, no worries times. Those were the times where in my life I had nothing to worry about. But they were good times and fun times, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and definitely. I remember that, bro.
Golden era.
And what's up? You still chit chat with Brandon or no?
Yeah. I still talk to Brandon. He's still around, and I still kick it with him. I'll pass by his pad and chill with him.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Cool.
Yeah, I really look at him like a sensei in a sense.
Oh, shoot,
you know
for
what
real?
I mean? Oh. Yeah, because he's like one of the cats that really lace me up like on a lot of game with like a lot of stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
And I feel like if anything, he's probably one cat that like if anybody were to get into the game, he is like the perfect mentor. You know what I mean, in that aspect, just because he teaches you, like, you know, the history on things, but at the same time, like, how to be resourceful and use whatever is, like, around you and, like, be creative and stuff, you know? So I feel super happy and super blessed to have been sewed up by him and by you, you know what I mean? And by, like, all of you guys and being around all of you guys, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, like, I know that you were saying, you know, I'm not too much younger than you, but in my eyes you guys were the big homies. You know what I mean? So like when I would go over there, I'd be kicking it or be chilling with you guys and see the whole crew and see you guys doing your thing or having your arguments or having your meetings or whatever it was. You know what I mean? In my eyes, that I was like, oh man, you know what I mean? So like I always like looked up and admired you guys, you know what I mean?
I mean,
I was just a little toy, you know?
I mean, I'm 34 years old, you're 30. It's not a big difference, but it is, because I remember looking up to 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, people that were 5 years older than me. Yeah. Obviously, they're older. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're when you're 10, they're 15, and at 15, you're still a little kid at 10. You know, so and at 15, they seem bigger. Yeah. But I get what you mean. I mean, hey, I want to say thanks for bringing that, bro. You know,
of course, definitely.
Give me a hat and a shirt from his clothing brand. That's why we're here today. To talk about all that stuff, all the stuff you got going on, you know, and to talk a little bit about you, bro, what you've been up to, what you're doing right now, and where you planning to go, you know.
Yeah.
And I know you don't want to talk about a lot of graffiti and stuff, but I mean, we don't have to. But I know, like I will say right now, if you want to, we could talk about it a little bit, because all this stuff, in my opinion, came from graffiti, you know, like I didn't start rapping. You know what? I don't know if I started doing graffiti or I started rapping first, but it was probably most likely graffiti. You know what? I think it would, maybe not, but, and from there, let's just say rapping and graffiti influenced my raps more, you know? Yeah. Because from there, you took it different routes. And then this podcast stuff came from rapping and graffiti, like the mentality, you know, not the. So it played out, you know, no matter what, it played out in my life a little bit, you know. Yeah. Or major. So I think, you know, that's what I was saying. You know what? If you didn't do graffiti, you probably wouldn't be doing the shirt, you know. So,
yeah. No, yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So tell us a little bit about yourself, bro. You know, for the people that know you, for the people that don't know you, because everybody that I bring in here is a face of the city, of the county, you know. So. Yeah. So that way, and everybody has a different voice. That's why I call this Las Different Voices. So tell us a little bit. We won't drag it too long, but tell us a little bit of like where you from, man. Where what schools you went to and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah. Well, me, I grew up like up and down Orange County and whatnot. You know, because I come from a household of a single mom with 5 kids. You know. Oh, sure. So I'm sure a lot of people have the same story. You know how it is. You know. And so basically, like, I mean, for the majority of the time, we were just bouncing off of like Section 8 housing. So like where we could move to, stuff like that. I mean, we'd be getting evicted from a lot of apartments, bro. You know what I mean? So like we started off in Santa Ana. That's where like my mom and my dad met and whatnot. You know what I mean? But I'm the youngest of the 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm the youngest of the 5. And so you know, they'd be moving around a lot, and I'm, you know, I mean, I'm just this little kid. Basically, I got to go wherever they move to. You know what I mean? So we bouncing them around from like Santa Ana, Costa Mesa, Irvine, and yeah, so we really be moving around wherever we could really afford. You know, and obviously my mom wanted to keep us in like a good, you know, safe area because, you know, I mean, obviously, you know, like back then, you know, like late, you know, 90s, early 2000s, you know, I mean, things were like, you know, pretty active. So,
yeah, they were.
You know, so she wanted to obviously, you know, she saw my brothers, you know, dressing the part and, you know what I mean, and starting to get into, you know, I mean, influence and stuff. So she wanted to steer, you know, them away from that kind of stuff. And thank God she did, you know what I mean? Because I mean, a lot of people ask me too, like, where do you get like this hustler mentality, or where do you get this like from, or this entrepreneurship kind of from, you know what I mean? And I would say a lot of that stems from my mom, you know what I mean? Because
she got to work harder, huh?
Yeah, because I would always see her working. And the thing is too is like, I mean, even that, like, she'd be working so much, bro. At one point when we were younger, we actually got swooped up by the county. So for a little bit, we were actually over there in Orangewood, you know. So we were in the county's custody until my mom fought.
You and are your brothers?
Yeah, all of us. Because she would go to work, you know what I mean? And sometimes she couldn't afford to have a babysitter or whatever it was. And, you know, you got 5 kids running around, you know what I mean? And, you know, neighbor, somebody seeing that, they might, you know, hey, what's up with these kids? Oh, you know what I mean? It seems like nobody's looking after them, you know?
Do you have sisters too?
I have one sister and I have 3 brothers. Oh, okay. Yeah. And so I would always see my mom hustling, bro. And even on the weekends, she would, you know, do the swap meets, or she would be cleaning houses. She had a house cleaning business, so I'd help her out.
Oh, okay.
Handing out flyers and whatnot, you know what I mean? And since I could always remember, I never really saw her have a job that she wasn't the boss of it, you know what I mean? Okay. That she wasn't the, you know what I mean, doing her own thing, whether it was
working on her own.
Always, yeah, whether it was, you know what I mean, working the swap meet, or whether it was cleaning a house, or it was, you know what I mean? She was always doing her stuff. And even to this day, she's still, you know what I mean, trying to open up a store and and do certain things, you know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah. So, but I mean, you know, sorry to get a little bit sidetracked, but yeah, so I kind of bounced around in a lot of areas, but I would say that I always, you know, looked at Santa Ana as like, that's my home, you know what I mean? Because that's like, you know, everything was there, you know, like my uncles, my aunts, my grandma, my grandpa, like everything is there, you know, that's where my heart's at, you know. I mean, even when I stayed in Irvine and certain areas, I didn't feel like right, you know what I mean? Because I was like always like the broke kid, you know what I mean? But I'm with around the rich kids, you know what I mean? So like these guys, they drive in cars and doing this and that, and you know what I mean? I'm over here still walking. We're on, even though they're living in like, you know what I mean, this first world aspect, I'm still on this, like, you know what I mean, getting hand me downs for my brothers and stuff, you know what I mean? And,
I get it.
And just living in a different environment at home, you know what I mean, on certain things and whatnot.
I know what you mean,
bro. But yeah, so I, you know what I mean, even then I used to just ride the Route 66 down McFadden, bro. It takes you from Walnut all the way in Irvine. I fell asleep on it, so it left me. So I know that it takes you all the way to Huntington Beach. But yeah, that
Huntington Beach. Where am I?
Yeah, exactly, bro. So, yeah, dude. But I would always be riding that thing too, just coming and hanging out, you know, with the homies. And then yeah, even to mention Brandon too, bro. Like, you know, I met him at that age, like a young age too. Even when he moved back, you know, I'd be taking the bus, try to go kick it with them or whatever it was, you know. Because like I said, bro, to me, I always in my head, for whatever reason it was, bro, I was always like, I want to be a legit writer. I want to be a legit, you know what I mean? So, and all of you, obviously all of you guys were legit writers, you know what I mean?
We're from the good crews too, you know what I mean? From the good crews.
And so all that influence and seeing you guys, bro, really like was like, man, I want to be like those dudes. I want to do that. You know what I mean? Cool, bro. That's so cool. Yeah.
Because Brandon, shout outs to Brandon. You know, I don't really talk to him that much for certain reasons, but hopefully he's doing good. You know, he's always growing up. He was like a brother to me. You know.
Yeah.
Always hanging out. Always getting in trouble.
Freestyling.
Always smoking weed. Always out in the streets. You know, it's just things change. People change. People have families, and I got nothing personal against him. It's just people move different routes.
Yeah.
And that happens to everybody, you know. But when I see him, we give each other a hug. I'm always just running around too, so I'm not just. When I have time, I'll kick it. You know, otherwise it's like, and then now it's always different people. Brandon has his own people now and stuff like that. But shout outs to Excel, you know.
Yeah,
shout
definitely.
outs to Excel. Those who know him, shout outs to Excel. I know his family. I grew up with all his family, you know.
Yeah.
Shout outs to them, you know. But yeah, bro.
But yeah, that's, you know, just a small little rundown. Yeah. I was my bad, you know, I'm a bit off topic, but yeah, bro. So that's kind of where I grew up, and a little rundown, you know.
Yeah, no, and I remember you. Like I was talking to you, I remember you, bro, and it surprised me when I saw you last time, and then you started. I started following you on Instagram, and I was like, oh shoot, he's doing his stuff with his clothing. I saw, and I do want to talk about that, but I also what gave me that that motivated me. But sometimes it just doesn't click in. Like I should hit him up. Till then I saw, like I said, I saw somebody with your hat, and I was like, oh shoot, that's Alex's brand. And then,
yeah, it makes me happy to hear every time.
And then, like I said, I went to Next Round the other day, and I saw the girl too with your sweater. You know, I was like, oh shoot, that's cool. You know, he's doing his thing, and I like that, and I respect that. You know, and then it's like he's local.
You,
and why not bring him in here and speak on it, you know? Speak on it a little bit, bro. You know what? To be honest, I didn't pick up on the name, bro.
Oh, nah, in the beginning you didn't?
What the hell does that say?
You're like, Svint.
What? Yes, Svint. Svint. I was like, what the hell is Svint, bro? And then I don't know why I put it together. And I'm like, oh, shoot, that's Saint, right?
Yeah,
Saint.
Exactly, yeah.
So, okay. We'll get to it, but why Saint?
So initially, bro, I actually wanted to go with the name Saint City in the beginning, you know, and I wanted to do something to represent the city, have a clothing brand that represented the city, something that was coming from the city. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so as I was trying to look these names up and trying to do these things, I was trying to track all the trademarks, trying to do everything, and obviously a lot of people, they were already using that name, Saint City, stuff like that was already being occupied and whatnot. You know what I mean? And, you know, because I plan on taking everything very seriously, you know, like I wanted to trademark it, do everything legit, you know what I mean? And so I really wanted to make sure I didn't start investing into something that was already being used. Yeah. You know what I mean? Okay. And so, so when I was doing that, I was like, man, I can't find anything. I was even thinking about doing like Golden City or the certain things, right? But, you know, then I got to thinking too, like, it's almost like Las Vegas, right? Like maybe not everybody wants to have a shirt that says like Las Vegas, you know what I mean? Yeah. And me, I'm obviously an open-minded individual, and like even though it was representing the city, I didn't want it to be closed-minded just to that aspect, you know what I mean? Yes. And so I was trying to come up with different names, look up different stuff, and see different things. So when I had been doing that, I still wanted to have something that had to do with Saint, right? But obviously I couldn't just put Saint, because you need something that, you know, you type it into Google, it pops up, you know? Yeah. And so I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to turn the A into a V. You know, I've seen it, you know what I mean? Whether it's been in graph or people doing it, you know what I mean? Playing with the letters. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I was like, all right, I'm going to use a V instead, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so when I Googled it and I looked it up on the USPTO and whatnot, nobody was using it, bro. So I was like, you know what? Like that's it right there. That's the sign right there, you know? Yeah. And so so that's how I ended up coming up with the name of it, you know what I mean? Yeah. So you actually own the name. So I own the name. Yeah, nice. It's officially trademarked by me. Congrats, bro. Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate because it's cool because it's cool because you actually, how do you say it? It represents the city, but you don't, like you said, nobody from LA might wear a shirt that says Santana. Mm-hmm. You know, if you think about it. But Saint is like, it opens up, but it's still connected to the city, Santana. Yeah, you know? And if you know, you know. Yeah, yeah. So that's cool, bro. I like that. I didn't think about it like that, but when I see people wearing it, I'm like, you know what? That's cool because I could sport it, not just anybody could sport it, not just me. You know. Yeah, yeah. No, definitely. That's one thing that I definitely like. When I did find the name and everything, I was like, all right, cool. Because like you said, to me, it seemed like universal. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's and it's dope. Like I could see a kid wearing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? And what else? What do you do? Sweaters, hats, shirts? Yeah. So right now I'm doing sweaters, hats, shirts, and I'm looking into messing with some pants. Oh, okay. Soon and whatnot, and then also too, I want to try to in the future, I'm gonna be doing some tracksuits. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? Just something simple, subtle, and whatnot. Because one thing with the brand, man, is like I really want to redress like the youth. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like as far as like just us growing up, we dressed a lot more like, you know what I mean, a lot more hood, you could say, I guess, you know what I mean. But the thing is that when you come from the hood and when you come from that environment, you look at it and like you I mean, I guess some do, some don't, but like you kind of grow from it, you know what I mean. And then you kind of see certain things, you know what I mean. And you're like, yo, you know what, like I want to change this cycle, you know what I mean. Like I want to and that's one thing with this too, is like one of the main things is just like you were talking about, you know, he's local, he's around and stuff like that, you know what I mean. Like my the whole game plan with this too is to work with basically nothing but local people as well, you know what I mean. Because I want to see Santa Ana come up as a whole. So I've done like even with me, bro, like I try to reach out to local brands, I try to reach out to other people too, to collaborate, to do stuff, because I'm all about like unity, I'm all about the community, I'm all about us trying to come together and do something, you know what I mean. For sure. Because the Mexican people, bro, we have a very, very strong voice when we come together, and we can accomplish a lot when we come together.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure,
I mean?
for sure.
And yeah, man,
just like the hot Cheeto. Have you seen that movie?
No, I haven't.
I just saw it today, bro. I fall asleep, but today I actually saw it up. Check it out, the Flaming Hot movie.
Yeah,
it's a good movie, bro.
Good recommendation. Check it out.
It's a good recommendation. It was inspiring to me.
Yeah,
it's for Mexicans too, you know. So check it out, bro. Check it out.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that story. I didn't even know it, but the guy who, I'll just give you a little brief. I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you the whole movie, but the guy who invented hot Cheetos, the hot Cheetos, obviously it was Frito-Lay company. There was Cheetos already, but the guy who invented the hot Cheetos was a Mexican, you know. So so it's cool, bro. It's cool little movie. They got down on it. Flaming Hot. Check it out.
That's what's up. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
I'm gonna promote that movie. Flaming Hot. Go check it out. It's on Hulu. Yeah,
that's what's up.
But yeah, no, that's true what you're saying, you know?
Yeah.
That showcases what you're talking about. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Put two together. But yeah.
Yeah, bro. And that's the game plan, man, is even with the youth, bro, I want to like inspire them and motivate them. I want them in the future to see it and be like, hey, man, like that brand came from here. Like other brands that have came from Santa Ana too, like Stussy, you know what I mean? Okay, or even, I haven't heard of that one. Even GT bikes.
GT, you know, bikes?
Yeah, GT.
Oh,
you know,
GT?
The
bikes?
GT. Yeah, it came from Santa Ana.
You know, tell me a little bit about that, bro, because I don't know. So I'll look it up later, but tell me a little bit.
So it's funny because Brand actually starts building those now. But
Brandon?
So, yeah. Oh, so I forgot the dude's name. The actual dude, I think it was like Gary something, GT. You know, because it's short for his name or whatever. But yeah, they started off in Santa Ana, bro.
Oh,
in
damn!
a garage.
I didn't know that.
The first GT bike was made in a Santa Ana garage.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
I didn't know that.
So there's a lot of like rich history, even from Orange County, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't know this, but like even Vans started off in Anaheim.
Oh, for reals?
You know what I mean? In a warehouse in Anaheim, they started off as a rubber company. You know what I mean? Oh, and so like I look at a lot of these things and like what I would like to do, bro, essentially in due time and the game plan, and you know what I mean, is try to end up having collaborations with all these big companies. You know what I mean? Have a collaboration one day with Vans, have a collaboration with sorry, you know who it was? Sorry, not Stussy. LRG is who it was.
Oh, I've heard of LRG. Yeah, my brother-in-law. I didn't know they were from Santana, but my brother-in-law actually makes
you know
photos for them.
Oh, okay.
Photographs for them. Yeah.
So yeah, bro. So like that's the whole that's essentially what I would like to end up doing in the future, bro, is end up working with everyone, collaborating with everyone.
Nice.
And just all coming up and rising, you know what I mean?
And I wish you the best of luck, bro, because you're coming in with the positive mindset, you know, and we all need that. What you were saying, you start from little, you know what I mean? You speak on that, bro. What you were telling me, speak on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you know, I think what we were talking about was basically kind of like, you know, how $1 million starts off with pennies.
Yeah.
You know, or even how $1 starts off with 1 penny. You know what I mean? And yeah, bro. And I feel like as long as you're further than where you were before, you know, then that's what really counts. You know, because a lot of people, I mean, they you know, they might see certain things, right? Like. And for example, the guy who only has $10 to his name and he's like, I'm gonna turn this into $1 million. You know what I mean? Some people might be, you only got $10 to your name, right? But you know what I mean? But that's just that's what he's got right now. Like that's how it starts off. 10 turns into 20, 20 turns into 50, 50 turns into 100, 100 turns into 500, and then 1,000. You know what I mean? So everything has to start off somewhere. You know what I mean? Even with me, bro, like you were saying, even with like talking about like certain graph things like that, like I had to go through all those things to get to where I'm at now. I had to mature. I had to live through those things. I had to experience that. You know what I mean? And like I love that we ran into each other, bro, because I love that you're doing this too, bro. It makes me really happy.
Thank you.
And I'm real happy, and I'm real proud of you as well. You know what I mean?
Thank
For
you.
real, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I wish there's nothing but the best of success, bro. And I know that it will be successful, bro.
Thank you.
It will. You know, we're gonna put that out into the universe today.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Positive.
for real.
Yeah. We need to encourage each other, bro.
Yeah, bro. You got to think it, speak it, receive it, bro.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro. Because at the end of the day, we're all that we got. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of cats, especially from our era, bro, like our story it hasn't been told, I feel like, in a sense.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I feel like us seeing each other, you know, obviously we ran into each other for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like every person is like a history book, because it's hard to explain to somebody else, hey, you remember that one time if that person's not there anymore, certain things, you know what I mean? And so I feel like when you do run into somebody, and like I said, it's almost like you're like we're childhood friends, right? It's like you have all this history and certain things, right? And only we know how that era was, or only we know how that certain time or period of time was.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I could talk about, oh man, dwell this or dwell that or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But it's different when you were there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And yeah, bro. And I feel like, I don't know, man. Even one day, I feel like one of the homies has to write a book or something, bro, and do something. You know what I mean? Like something. And that's honestly why, dude. Like I'm glad we're able to do this. You know what I mean? Because one thing I tell my homies is like, yo, one thing about like artists or clothing brands, whatever it is, bro. Like people always want to know, like, yo, I want to see that interview. What's that person about? You know what I mean? Like. Because a lot of times, bro, people will love the person more than they even love the stuff. Man, I rock with that dude, bro. I love that dude. like, you know what I mean? And I think it's important, bro, to like come together and to talk and to speak on things, because like I said, it's all history at the end. You know,
and there's a lot of talent right here, man. That's why I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of talent, and like I said, I don't want to. I want to showcase Santana, you know what I mean? Yeah. But not just Santana, but it's just like, it just gets you thinking, like, there's a lot of talent, there's a lot of people in Santana that and over the years that we have not been documented, you know? Everything is from LA. You get it? Like everything, even when it's not just raza, but anything that's portrayed with raza is based on LA. Yeah. But it's like, just an example, you know, the car show scene. For a small city that this is, the car show lowrider scene has been as old as and as big and as out there as it has ever been in LA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As old and as big and as popular, you know. We have our own street. From my understanding, it used to be Main. It was 4th Street at one point, turned into Bristol. Right now, obviously, because the law, everybody's messed up in that aspect.
Yeah.
For cruising, but it's just, that's what I'm saying. Like, and the world doesn't know that. You know what I mean? The world doesn't know that Santana, and I'm just talking about that. You know, the lowrider scene.
Yeah.
Is as big, but every time you just see it in LA. You get it?
Yeah.
Which no hate, no nothing. LA is LA. You know, and obviously LA is gonna get everything, but it's like, that's what I'm trying to say. We need to showcase a lot of that. There's a lot of talent, your talent, you know?
Yeah.
And that talent needs to get out also, you know, and be seen, you know? That's why.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I see it. There's a lot of talent out here.
No, yeah, definitely. There's a lot of talent in the city.
Yeah. And right now, one way or another, we're putting it out there.
Yeah, no, we definitely are. And no, it was funny that you say that too, because I actually saw this video not too long ago that was mentioning how Bristol was I think the second to Whittier Boulevard.
Yeah.
In the aspect of in cruising back in the 90s and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, no, definitely, my man. I feel like, you know, Santa Ana is the most overpopulated city in Orange County.
And it is.
You know what I mean? And that's why I've always said it before. I don't need the whole county. You know what I mean? I would love it, but in reality, if I have my city backing me, we have more than enough people here to make something happen. You know what I mean? And
you're right about that.
Yeah, bro. And I feel like there's a lot of brands coming out too from this area too, that it's like, if we all collaborate, work together, make stuff happen, you know what I mean? Because for me, I've never been one to have like that crab in a bucket mentality. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see the next person do, you know what I mean? Go up there and keep going and keep going and keep going. You know what I mean?
That's what it's about. Yeah.
And yeah, bro. And like, because the way I look at it, bro, is if we have, it's like a healthy community, right? If you have one rich person, right, and then everyone else around him is hurting, right? But if this one rich person, he helps out this person, now this person's rich, now this person's rich, now this person, all of a sudden, it's a wealthy community now. Yeah. That's a striving community right there. You know what I mean? Yeah. And not only that, but all the money is staying within that circle. Yeah. It's staying within that community. It's staying within that area. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And let's keep moving, right?
Yeah.
Let's keep pushing it. It might get hard at times, but what's the secret to that?
To when it gets hard?
Don't give up, right?
Yeah, you just gotta have faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Believe in, but believe in what isn't there yet. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I mean, I like, man, I would say the one thing, bro, for me is God. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what gets me through like everything, because I personally feel like, you know, He has me on this mission.
Okay, and I did want to ask that. You know, like, does the name didn't have anything to do with that?
Oh yeah, 110%.
You know, I thought about that too.
Yeah, no, definitely 110%. Like, that's where even on there, like on our Instagram too, you know, we're on our mission and vision statement, you know.
Okay. Where
it talks about like and stuff like that. You know what I mean? No, definitely, it's definitely, because I feel like the world, man, has gone into a very dark, vulgar place in a sense, you know what I mean? And it's almost like people glorify being like a scumbag, or being like you know what I mean?
Many things.
You know what I mean? And to me, I feel like just in our era, that wasn't cool. That wasn't the move. Like, if you did some stuff like that was some scumbag stuff. You know what I mean? I feel like nowadays people just glorify that, and even in hip hop, you know what I mean? Like, that's one thing too, is that I see that nowadays is a lot of glorifying being scandalous, being like this, being like that.
Wearing
and so
skirts,
definitely,
you know,
with
you know what I mean?
with certain things, I feel like, you know, I want to bring back being a good person, having integrity, having morals, having good values. You know what I mean? Bringing that saint-like mentality, because a lot of people think, you know, you need to be dead to be a saint. You know what I mean? But that's not the case. You know what I mean?
It's not.
It's living it day by day.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I don't know if you know this, but in the Bible, I've read the Bible a couple times. The original Christians weren't being called Christians in between themselves. You know what they'd call themselves? Saints.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they wouldn't call themselves Christians. Like the disciples and all them, they wouldn't say, hey, Christian. Christian came later on in history. Yeah. Not too late after Jesus, you know, but after Jesus, but not 1,000 years later, maybe 50. I don't know. I don't want to throw a number, but it wasn't right. It was shortly after Jesus resurrected. Yeah. But the people would call themselves, if you read it, it says to the saints, like Paul would write to the saints here, to the saints there, to the saints there, to the saints here. That's what he'd call it. And it states the word Christianity didn't come till it states that in the Bible. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know that, but they wouldn't call themselves. They would call themselves saints, bro.
But they were just followers of God.
Yeah, that's what they would. They wouldn't be called. In between them, they'd call themselves saints. You know? It wasn't like there was no Christianity yet. You know what I mean? It was saints. They'd call themselves saints. You know? So.
That's a little history lesson.
Maybe
right
I'm not giving you the right stuff, but hey, you could always look into it too.
Yeah.
You know, look into it yourself, and maybe it'll promote your vision a little different too. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
I read it, but maybe I'm interpreting it a little off, but I'm not wrong where I'm telling you what it was. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. So go ahead, my bad.
And so I mean, I definitely I mean, with the brand and everything, yeah, bro, I definitely feel like I'm doing what God wants me to do. You know what I mean? And the reason I say that is just because you know, he gives me these ideas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I like whether it's the name, whatever it is, it's all coming from him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like whether he's like, oh, hey, do this, do that, do music, whatever. Like, yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like he wants me to do something. And I feel like, you know, like you said, we all have these gifts and we all have these talents and things like that. And you know, what really hit me, bro, where like, sorry, bro.
No, you're good.
What was really the changing point for me, bro, was I was moving from my house and whatnot, right? And I was talking to my mom, and a lot of people, they were telling me too, like whether it was like with music or like clothes, like, hey, you still doing this, or you still doing that? You know what I mean? And I kept telling her, hey, people keep reminding me like about that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so my mom, you know, God sends you messages, but sometimes we don't fully receive them. You know what I mean? Like until somebody has to come around, and then you're like, ding, ding, ding. Oh, that was it right there. You know what I mean? Yes. And so I kept telling her, like, yeah, Ma, I think that, like, you know, I'm going to try to get back into, like, maybe making some music or making some clothes and stuff. You know what I mean? And because people keep bugging me and they keep, like, reminding me every time I see someone recently. And she's like, Mijo, what if it's not them like asking you if like you still are doing that stuff, but what if it's God asking you what you did with the talents that he gave you?
Yeah. Oh, nice.
You know what I mean? And when she had said that, bro, it like hit me in the gut, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, like that was the message right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what it was supposed to be. And so from there, yeah, bro, I really felt like, yo, you're like getting these reminded certain things because like, you know, you have this gift, have this talent, do something with it before you're gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you never know.
And,
and you got to start it. You know, you got to start it. It can get hard. Things are going to come to you that might make you want to chill for a little bit, which is okay. But don't stop, you know?
Yep.
It's hard, bro. Everything. Not everything's hard, but you do have times where it's like, it's not working out, you know? It's not working out. But if you like it, keep doing it. And what were we talking about earlier? Hey, even if you don't make millions, at least you did it. You know, at least you started it. At least you kept pushing. And for the moment, it was what it was, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely. And I feel like even back to that aspect too, what you're mentioning, like where you're like, you know, basically in a sense, do it because you love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that falls back to like to graph again too, you know? And I think that that's really the way I look at a lot of this stuff. Like I was telling you, is like, you know, because when I started painting and stuff, man, I never did it because I wanted it to be seen. I did it because I wanted to do it, because I had a passion for it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, who crawls into a dark tunnel where nobody's at just to do something? You know what I mean? That's something within that person. Yeah. You know what I mean? And because nobody's gonna. I mean, some people will see it. You know what I mean? But not. You know? But not. You know what I mean? Like more so, it was. I want to do this for myself. You know what I mean? This is because I love art. I love doing this stuff. I love painting. I love, you know what I mean? And the way I look at it is like this, you know what I mean? And I don't want any overnight success, because overnight success goes fast too. You know what I mean? I want this to, like I mentioned it before, I really want this to be a lifestyle brand and a collective consciousness, you know, where when people rock it, they know what they're wearing, they know what they're representing. You know what I mean? And they have that like-minded saint mentality as well.
And it looks like, just looking at the sweater, like I said, it doesn't just still it doesn't close you up in a box, you know. It's like something anybody could wear. Anybody. A skateboarder could wear that, you know, just by looking at it. A graffiti writer could wear that. An average Joe, a fisherman could wear that, you know. It looks, just from the sweater, it's like anybody could wear it, you know. You're not just closing it to a box where only graphers could buy it, you know. And that's what's dope to me, you know.
Yeah.
I do see you.
Thank you, man.
I do see you on your Instagram. You're handing out a lot of clothes to like homeless people, bro.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So for every shirt that I get rid of, I give one out to homeless.
Oh, okay.
Or to someone in need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, like I would say more so. Even when I don't sell shirts, I still give them out. You know
why do you give them out? I mean,
okay, so how it kind of started off was basically, so I used to work for AAA for about like 3 years, bro.
AAA the cart thing, or AAA
yeah,
the shirt?
AAA. I used to do roadside assistance.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did roadside assistance, bro, for probably like 3 years, you know.
Okay.
And so they would give us these water pallets with like these little waters in them, you know. And my yard was right there, located like on the east side, you know.
Okay.
Right, kind of like Walnut and First area.
Oh, okay,
you know what
yeah,
I mean? So it's kind of a little bit rough right there. You know how it is right there. A lot, you know what I mean? A lot of people in need right there.
Yeah, it's a downtown area almost, you know.
Yeah, so we kind of like by the tracks, you know, right before, you know what I mean?
By the DMB.
And like after it, yeah. Like where like where Walnut is.
Yes, no, I know where it's at.
Yeah. What is that? Walnut and Standard.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right there, Walnut and Standard. Yeah. So my yard would be right there, bro, and I used to drive around in my little Prius, you know.
Oh, okay.
And it was perfect for me because I love my city, right? So I mean, you give me a car with a full tank of gas, I'm sure I'll change batteries all day, whatever. But I get to drive around. I get to, you know what I mean, do my thing. And so when they would give me my car, get my unit, I would do everything. I'd load up with water bottles every day, these little small ones. We were supposed to give them to our customers, but I would just drive around like every neighborhood, bro. I'd drive from, you know, east side all the way down to like Delhi, back to like Santa Anita, all the way back down to like F Troop, back down towards like Dark Side, back down towards like just, I was trying to hit every single neighborhood, bro. Like that's just to name a few, you know, like Townsend, everywhere, bro. Like like, you know what I mean? There's just all the areas that I knew, bro, that like, you know what I mean, that I would always pass by and that I would see there's a lot of people in need right there, you know. I would always just pass by all the neighborhoods, bro, and I would see all these people in need, bro, and I would get these water bottles and I start handing them out to people. You know. And so
cool. Even water, so even back then you were already doing that then.
Yeah, so I was handing out, so that's how it started out, you know. And yeah, bro, and the thing that's cool is, you know, when you're AAA, it's like you're not a threat. So I'm able to go to these areas and not be looked at as like, what's this fool doing here? Who's this guy? You know, because I'm hopping out in my AAA uniform. You know what I mean? I got my reflective stuff on, and I'm over here handing out waters to people. And sometimes I'd even give waters to the homies too that were right there, whatever it was. You know what I mean? And be like, hey, yo, you guys want some water? Oh, no, we're good, bro. You know what I mean? All right, cool. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how that started off. And so as that started going on, bro, so what I started doing after that, I started picking up cookies and stuff too.
Oh, sure.
So then I'd dip around with my little water, and then I'd get like a cookie or whatever, like just some napkins. You know, I'd hit Taco Bell, and because, you know, I try to be resourceful, but I hit Taco Bell, I grab some napkins, you know what I mean, and I have my Costco card, so I grab some Costco cookies, whatever, and start handing them out with my little water from time to time. You know what I mean? When I had the means for it. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of how that started happening. And so, you know, as you start doing that for a while, you start recognizing these people, bro. You start getting to know them to just a little bit. You start knowing where they kick it. You start knowing certain things. You know what I mean? Because I'm driving around 12 hours a day, 5 days throughout the week. You know what I mean? So, like, I see these people's daily routine. I'm working from 6 in the morning till 6 at night. Oh, wow. Or I'm working from 6 at night until 6 in the morning. Right. You know what I mean? So I'm doing 12 hours each time. Dang. So I get to see the routine. You know what I mean? And certain times, bro, that like they recognize you too. When you pull up and they see that AAA car, they know like,
here it comes.
And the thing that's beautiful, bro, is that sometimes, man, you'll see them and there'll be a group of them, and some of them might be passed out, might be whatever, because, you know, not a lot of them are up early, but you give them all the water bottles, and all of them, they'll go and they'll give them out to other people too. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hold on. My bad.
Now you're good?
Yeah, I know what you mean, bro. I know what you mean.
And yeah, bro, so that's how that started off, you know what I mean? And so even before, I would be trying to hand out stuff, you know? Yeah. And so with the clothes, I was like, man, like I want to give back to my city. You know, that's one thing that like I really wanted to do, just because I want to. I see something that's that needs help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, hey, I want to help.
And how does it make you feel? Like at the end of the day?
At the end of the day, I know it's just a shirt, right? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like, I mean, I hope that to them, you know, that one day they put it on or whatever it was, at least they felt clean for that day or whatever it was, you know, because I know what it's like to, you know what I mean, just have a dirty shirt, you know what I mean? It just always feels nice to throw a fresh shirt on. Yes. You know what I mean? And so, I mean, I know it's not going to change their life or anything, but at least that, you know, I hope that, that it helped them out in some way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? And I always pray for them too. You know what I mean? And
that's good.
And whatnot. But
you ever make socks? Have you made socks yet? You thinking about making socks?
I haven't made socks, bro. But I did do kind of a little test run on a pair. Yeah. Nothing embroidered or anything like that. But I haven't done a run on them yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying because socks would be good too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a good thing to sell. Everybody needs socks. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about underwear, but socks still, people, you know, hire the socks, the down.
Yeah.
You could have your little logo right there, you know, and still promote, you know.
Yeah.
Still help promote, and I think that'd be a good run too.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I see that, man, and I thought that was cool. I see you doing that, and I'm like, that's cool of him, you know. And not everybody would do that, you know. Not everybody would give their merchandise for free. Or are you hustling them too? Explain.
Nah, man. Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, you know, I get it.
Yeah. Nah. If anything, you know, what I was gonna mention too is I what I want to really do with a lot, it's just kind of like graph. I think it's the same thing like graph, right? If I want somebody else to go out and go do stuff, right, then maybe I should go drop something to inspire them.
Yeah, you got to put in the work first, right?
You know what I mean? And then I'm like, hey, I just seen Dwell freaking got that billboard. He got down on that. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna go out tonight too. I'm gonna go cash. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go. You know what I mean? Because I'm inspired. I'm motivated by it, right. So by me giving something to someone else, bro, I hope that somebody else sees that, and I hope that the next time they see someone, they're more willing to give to them as well. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Try and lead by example in a sense. You know what I mean?
There's always one person that is gonna pick up. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe not the whole world, but
some already doing it. Some other people too.
Yeah, that's cool.
Some other people have told me.
Nice.
Hey, you know what? Like, I do that same thing. They'll see me do it and they'll send me a message. Hey, I do that same thing, bro. Like, or I do this and that, you know? And I'm like, hell yeah, that's what's up.
Nice, bro. Nice. And like I said, it's good to see people do that because not everybody does it.
Thank you, bro.
It's hard, you know? It's hard. Like I said, especially giving your merchandise for free when you can make money off it, you know?
Yeah.
But, and if it helps somebody, good, you know? And
yeah.
I know what you mean in that feeling where they could put on a good shirt, you know? Because I don't throw my clothes away, bro.
Yeah.
I don't throw my clothes away. I make sure I pile it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't want to talk about that, but I'll donate it. You know, I'll donate it, you know, because I don't like throwing my stuff away. I'm like, somebody else could use this, you know?
Yeah.
Somebody else will use this. I mean, why am I going to throw it away? Or sometimes I'll take it to the Goodwill, you know, because when I don't have time. Yeah. But sometimes I'll drive around with my clothes in my car.
That's what's up.
Till I see till I get the opportunity and be like, hey, here you go, bro. You know, it's 5 shirts. Take them.
Yeah,
you know?
Bless them real quick.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
If it doesn't work, nothing fits you, give it to one of your homies.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like, all right, cool, bro. Thanks. Every once in a while, you know.
Yeah, that's what's up.
but yeah, bro, that's good that you're doing that, you know, and it'll bless you, and God will bless you, you know. God will bless you.
Thank you.
And if He doesn't, hey, you're doing it for a good reason, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, not that He's not, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Not that He's not gonna bless you, but it's just saying, hey, well, it is what it is, you know. I'm doing it for good reason and with the intention, you know, with the good intention and
it's all that matters.
Positive intentions, you know.
Yeah.
But you were telling me also you were trying to write some music. Were you writing music or what? I never know you were doing music, bro. Rapping or no?
Yeah. So before, so initially, bro, actually with all this stuff too as well. Initially, how a lot of this came about was because I wanted to start doing music actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when I was during the duration of the time that I was doing AAA, I had actually ran into a good friend of mine by the name of Joshua. So now now he stays out in I think Ontario area, but before he was staying over here, and he would actually do like food drives for the homeless as well.
Nice.
Beautiful thing, bro. Beautiful, man. So I was actually, and like I said, man, I feel like people are anointed, you know, because when you have a plan, bro, God will put the people in your way to execute that plan. You know what I mean? He'll provide from you from areas you never thought of. You know what I mean?
I know
and throughout that duration of time when I was working, I was saving up money, and I was like, man, I really want to build a home studio. You know what I mean? I didn't want to use anybody else's studio because it's just like painting, bro. Like, I don't want to have to hit the homie up. Hey, bro, you got paint? Oh, no, I don't. Oh, I guess I'm not going to go today. Nah, bro, I want to go when I want to go. It's like a black book, you know? Like, I want to be able to get down when I want to get down. Like, because we have that creative spark, and we want to, you know what I mean?
Go when you want to.
Yeah, bro.
You're ready at the moment.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so, so when I felt like doing music, I didn't want to have anybody that I need, I got to wait or anything like that. So I was like, man, I really want to build this studio, right? So I had received this battery call, right? And he was right there on First and basically like Broadway, somewhere around there. Or no, basically almost like around that area, but like more towards, you know, that park where all the people would hang out. There's like a fountain back then. Now they have a fence around it, but you know that park. Yeah, I think that's right there, First and Birch. Is that
Third,
yeah?
Back of the apartments.
So it's like some retirement homes, right? Yeah. So he was right there. He had this truck that he would bring out. He'd basically give food out to people in need, and there was also a fountain not too far from there, and he was even baptizing people at that fountain.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, bro, getting down, baptizing people on the street corner, bro. Damn. You know what I mean? Preaching the word and everything right there. I saw that. I was like, man, this is beautiful, bro. And so when I had gone over there, he needed help with his battery. I helped him out, and we started talking and whatnot. And I forgot how it came about, but we started talking about music. He's like, oh yeah, blah blah. Like I'm actually an engineer. I went to school for it, did this and that. And I was like, oh damn. So I linked up with him, bro. And I basically was like, hey, bro, like I know you know everything, like to get, and I like to make the right buy the first time. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was like, can you please guide me on what I need to get to build like a good home studio? You know, he's like, and I was like, I don't want the cheap stuff, bro. Like, I want the good stuff because I don't want to have to, you know, like, I just want it.
Rebuy it again later.
Yeah, just give it to me now, you know? And so, yeah, bro, he had my back 110%, bro. Like, God sent him, man. He took me to Guitar Center, laced me up on the game on everything to buy. Went to Best Buy, got a MacBook, did everything. And so I started building my home studio, bro. And when I started doing that, you know, I was like, man, I really want to make some merch for the fans and stuff like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like I said, I was still contemplating names and things like that throughout that time. But so once the name had already arisen, everything, I was like, all right, cool, that's perfect. So then I figured, all right, cool, when I do my shows, whatever, I'll be like, oh, where my saints at? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, where my saints at? Yeah. You know what I mean? Cool. Like, you know what I mean? And have it be all implemented. You know what I mean?
That's a good brand. That's a good name, bro. It's a good name.
Thank you, bro. And so that's kind of how like that started off, right? And then so as I was building the home studio, then I also was trademarking this stuff and doing everything. And it's almost like the music took like a back, like, you know what I mean? It took the back seat. Aside, yeah. And then I started focusing just more on the brand.
That's what happens.
You know what I mean? And so that's where I'm at right now. The music is still, you know, something I want to do in the future, definitely 110%. And that's another thing too, man, is I want to link up with local artists as well, bro, and make some music together and do things, bro, just because I feel like we have an ear for it, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you've always made music too, bro. I remember going to your spot and you'd be rapping. I don't know if you remember, but like over at your spot, you had like, it was like a little smaller room, but a lot smaller, you know what I mean? But like you had your get down in there. I remember you were doing your stuff too, even with the trap soul stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
I mean, we'd use everything wherever
we could we'd use everything. Utilize stuff. Yeah. So yeah, bro. So yeah, that's still the plan and whatnot, but that was the main thing that kind of started kicking things off and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good. But hey, you sidetrack one thing to push the other, and that's what matters, you know? Yeah. I mean, we always gonna come up with ideas, bro. Yeah. I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that, and then I'm just gonna go with this, you know, and just keep going. The thing is, don't stop, because I was rapping, and then I'm like, you know what? It's hard. Sometimes you don't feel the what do you say? The fire, you know, and it's like you have nothing to write about, and it's like I already wrote about this, and I'm just not getting beats right now. I just don't, and you're just wasting your time's passing by, and it's like, all right, let's push it, push it to the side and let's start moving somewhere else.
Yeah.
And later on, it'll come back. If it comes back, if not, we'll keep moving with this, you know?
Yeah.
Same thing, bro. And if this kicks better and it's making you money, why not keep pushing it, you know?
Yeah.
Because sometimes music ain't going to make you money. You know, not everything's going to make you money.
Yeah.
But,
for sure.
But like the shirts and all that, that'll make you money, you know? That'll make you money. And because rapping, you got to look at it more as a hobby, bro, to be honest. Because that's how I see it. It's like use it as a hobby, push it as far as you could push it. If you want to take it serious, take it serious. But in reality,
it's a difficult game.
You're not gonna. It's not a promise that you're gonna be a superstar. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
it's not a promise that you're gonna make money out of it. You know, you might get some fans, but it's still not promise that you're gonna be doing big shows. You know, and you gotta take it full time like anything else. But it's still a little. It's a harder, especially being raza and stuff like that. Right now, in the Chicano rap game, people are coming up, but they're still at a certain level. You know, nothing like they're major stars. Like Drake status, YG status, Kendrick Lamar status, you know, but in the underground rap scene, they are making moves, you know. So
yeah, no, definitely.
And some people are making money, but you gotta hustle, you know, just like anything else. But that's cool, bro. That's cool that you're doing that, and and I'm happy to see that. What are your next plans for the clothing, bro?
So for the clothing brand right now, bro, I'm actually working on dropping a windbreaker.
Oh yeah, you
some
told
new
me
windbreakers, and some bomber jackets.
Oh, okay, nice.
You know, so that's what I have going on with that, and then also too, those track suits. So I'm gonna be picking up on those joggers and picking up on some sweaters and whatnot.
Are you working on? Do you print this out yourself?
Yeah, so I'll make most of the gear myself.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Where do you work off a studio or where do you work off?
Yeah, so basically I have like my own little like setup, kind of like not necessarily like a studio, but like a room, you know, where I just kind of do my own thing and whatnot right there. And yeah, bro, that's the workshop right there.
Okay.
I'll be banging out all the stuff right there.
Do you work off online stuff too, like orders? Like
yeah. Can
people get your stuff online through and they get it delivered, stuff like that, or no?
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. I already have my domain for the .com and whatnot, but the only thing I'm waiting on is just to get that kind of remodeled to, you know, where I want it, because it was cool, but it wasn't to where I wanted it, you know.
Yeah.
But right now I'm taking all the online orders like through my Instagram, through messaging and through stuff like that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
you just ship it out,
and then I just ship it out.
I mean, that's cool that you're working like that.
And to be honest with you, I don't know. I like it more in the sense of like I like the exclusivity on things. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I like that it's harder to get in a sense. You know what I mean? Like for example, when you seen it, right? Since you know me, you already knew, right?
Yeah.
But for somebody else to be able to get that sweater is going to be difficult. You know what I mean? Because even with that, like that sweater is probably only one of like 10.
Oh, shoot.
You know what I mean? So even with that regards too, there's a lot of things that I'll drop. Even with these hats, it's probably like one of 12.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So
you change up the style.
I'll change up a lot of things, and and also too, I'll do limited runs on things.
Oh, okay.
So whatever it is, that it's probably going to be hard to get your hands on it in a sense. Okay, you know what I mean? In the aspect of like, there's a small amount made. And if you're able to, if you know about it, then it's like, all right, cool. But a lot of people, they might see it, they don't know what's up with it, and you know what I mean? They can't go to the store and just get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what
and
you mean.
So
well, hopefully one day it does get like that too, though, no?
Yeah, hopefully one day.
Are you planning to do that?
Yeah, ideally, you know, one of these days. But
even like at a local store?
Yeah, I mean, one of my plans that I do want to do is I do want to end up getting into like GCS, maybe even Riding Dirty, into local shops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And having the gear in there and whatnot, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So that is the goal. One of the goals too is was to actually open up a retail store as well.
Oh, okay.
You know? Yeah, so that's something that that's gonna come in the near future and whatnot. You know,
for sure,
that's one thing that I definitely want to try to accomplish and do.
Yeah, that's good, bro.
And get out the way.
And I support you. You know, I support you.
Thank you, bro.
I support your brand. It's a dope name. It's a dope brand. And I'm gonna order something online, bro. You know, because I do like that sweater.
Got you, bro.
You got more hats. Well, everything's on your Instagram page. Is that
everything's
so? For
on
now,
Instagram, yeah,
we could check everything out on your Instagram.
Yeah.
You wanna shout out your Instagram for the people? I mean, whoever listens to this will know where to check your merchandise.
Yeah, for sure. The Instagram is at svint.clothing, and yeah, it pops up right away.
Nice. Check them out. Any like I said, I am kind of short on time today.
Now you're good.
If not, I would go a little farther. But I think we still had a good run, and we will come back again, bro. You know, for sure. We chit chat about other stuff.
Yeah,
but,
bro.
Also, any message you want to send out to anybody listening, anybody that wants to start a company, a clothing brand, tell them a little bit about what you think. You know, or what route they should go. You know, in your own words, your own advice.
Yeah, my personal advice is do it because you have passion for it. You know what I mean? Do it because you love doing it. You know, follow your passion, and everything else will come first after that. So I feel like as long as you love doing what it is and whatnot, you know, even if it's not always, you know, paying the bills and certain things, don't stop just because of that. You know, if you have a passion for it, do it. Like I said, I would paint. It never paid my bills, but I was always had a passion for it, and I always loved it. Yeah. You know what I mean? For sure. So I would say, just make sure you keep that passion and that drive. You know,
that's right. And that's what we need, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
What about, I mean, for the people that are just thinking about starting it and don't, what do you think they need to start?
I would say what they need to start is just do it. Okay. That's it. It might sound right? It might sound like, oh, cliche. Whatever. There's no right time to start. I'll say that right now. There's no right time to start. It's like as if me and you were at the homies pad, right? And we know we're 10 miles away from the pad. We don't live here. We could spend the night here. We could stay here for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. At some point, you're gonna have to start walking back. Yeah. You know what I mean? So there's no right time to start walking back. It's like the sooner you do it, the sooner it'll get done.
You'll get home, huh?
One thing that I can say to people who want to do anything, don't let perfectionism stop you. Don't think that like, oh, I need the perfect mic or I need the perfect this. I can't do it. But don't let things hold you back. Don't let those things hold you back. You know,
just do it.
Yeah,
just do it.
Do it,
and it'll pick up from there.
Yeah,
ideas will come from there and everything else, right?
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
Nice. Well, thank you for that one, bro. Any shout outs you want to give out?
Shout out to G's Tattoos, always showing love, always supporting. Shout out to young Gista, always taking care of me on the hair, keeping me fly, keeping me fresh.
Nice.
Shout out to Big Dwell, you know, coming through, letting me bless up the studio, bless the mic, you know, and shout out to XL as well.
Shout out to Chino.
And shout out to everybody who's been supporting the brand, supporting me, and supporting everything that we represent and that we stand for. I really appreciate all of you guys for choosing us and rocking with us. And we are going to be the home team for Santa Ana.
So check them out. I mean, once again, thank you for the merch. Got a hat, got a shirt right here. Thank you, bro.
Hell yeah.
I'll be promoting the man whenever I can right here. You know.
Yeah,
I'll
definitely.
do a shout out. Saint Clothing. Go check him out. Go buy his merch.
I would say probably the last thing, bro, is the last message I want to leave somebody with is the quote is, in a world full of sinners, be a saint.
Amen to that.
You know what I mean?
Amen. Is that your logo brand?
Yeah, that's the slogan right there.
Slogan, yeah. There you go. All right. So once again, where can they follow you?
On Instagram at svint.clothing or www.svintclothing.com.
Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
As of right now, everything's based online, right? No actual store, no actual space they can go to right now.
You know what? I forgot. Shout out to Man Cave Barber too. They can actually grab that at Man Cave Barber as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
go
Man
cut your
Cave
hair
Barber
over there.
shop.
Go cut your hair. Go cut your braids over there. Is that where you did your braids?
Nah. Not over there, but that is the spot. Yeah.
All right. Right there in downtown Santana, pass by there.
Yep.
So that's you could get some of his shirts there. Go get your haircut and go get some merch.
Yep.
From Saint Clothing right there. Once again, thank you, bro, for coming by. Bro. Go follow him. Go check him out. Go support. Go support your boy. He's local. Go sport that clothing. I already seen some people wear it. It's dope clothing. People I don't even know, just in the street. So people are digging it. Vayan y apoyen. Vayan a cortarse pelo. Order it online. He gets it delivered to you. So it's cool. He's been supporting like the local homeless too, blessing the people with his merch. So let's show him love back, you know.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you once again for coming by. Stay tuned, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more episodes. Peace.
For sure. Peace.